Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Parker, Satoransky there with Medu, and it's Vesely in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Huey. Pass to Garuba for the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Fades. Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Musa. Rebound by Parker.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Takes a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Here's Huey. Looking to end the run. Rebound by Parker.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
From deep. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3s they're allowing.
Here's Garuba. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Garuba's got 6.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
.152 left to play in the first. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's off from three-point range. Here's Musa. Satoransky covering. Tavares passes to Garuba. Puts up a 3. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Good on the shot.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Deck. Driving in, and good that time.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
A 3. The shot, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Musa. From downtown, the rebound by Madrid.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Satoransky, banked in off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Musa. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of
a free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. They're up by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Campazzo in at the point. Falls out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the shooting guard position. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard position. Shots good by Ibaka.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Hernan Gomez out there with Anderson. And it's Abrinas in at the shooting guard. No problem knocking that one down. Providola's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Providola's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. We've got Hezonja, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, down low. For 3, hands it from downtown. Ibaka's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Hernan Gomez out there with Fall. And there's Anderson. And it's Laprovitola in at the 1. The tray. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., that was terrific.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Pass to Laprovitola. To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Ibaka kicks to Hezonja. Fires for 3. Pass to Campazzo. And the 3 ball is good. Campazzo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Anderson for 3. Offensive rebound. Fall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And finish off by Hezonja.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Laprovitola, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck with deep here. It's just not his night.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Campazzo's got 6 in the quarter.
and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Number 0, Kevin Cody.
High post, Hernan Gomez. And stolen by Hezonja. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. Here's Campazzo. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Here's Hezonja. It's good from long range. Hezonja's got 6.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
55 seconds left now here in the second. Fades back. He can't get it to go. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And the basket by Enja.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
First free throw is good.
The away team. Cody.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 16.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His 4th in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Here's Musa. 8 points for him. Into the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Offensive rebounding is like an ATM, cashing in extra chances to score. Trust me, that's a fun way to play.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Huey, still scoreless. We've got Sederansky. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Vesely in at the center, locking down the middle. Musa's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Parker outside. The offensive rebound.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
This one for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 19.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Musa. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Musa's got 6 in the quarter. Vader on the way. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Home team foul. You. First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for your home team. Number 23.
Now Satoransky. Over to the left wing. From outside the arc, hits the three-point foul. Satoransky's got his second basket of the night.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Oh, wow, 4 or 5 to start the half, coming out on fire.
Hezonja defending. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And it's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And so here's the home team. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Garuba. Just 5 on the clock.
Away team foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
For your home team. Usman Garuba. Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Hezonja defending. Five to shoot. And it's denied. It's intercepted. 1:36 left in the third quarter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
From deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some.
3 points.
He has 30.
Oh, that's a real nice-looking deep 3-ball there.
Away team foul.
On Monday, then on Friday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
No good on the second free throw. Hezonja defending. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. And Campazzo pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Ibaka outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Njai, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Hazonia, and it's Campazzo in at the one spot. The shot by Sadaransky, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Ibaka outside. Rebound by Vesely.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Sadaransky looking around. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here is Hazonia. They set the pick. Pass to Campazzo. Ibaka. Dishes to Njai. Pulls it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Parker, and he drives in. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Parker's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Here's Campazzo. Top of the key, Ibaka. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Great team ball. Substitution on the court.
Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Out left to the wing. Here's Fall. Hazonia defending. And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for your home team.
Here's Sadaransky. Here's Fall. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's Hazonia. There's the drive. And finish off by Hazonia.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
The putback. The rebound by Njai. Ibaka outside. Pass to Campazzo. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here is Ibaka. Just 4 to shoot. There's the triple. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. With the fadeaway. They grabbed their own miss. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Madu, he's checked in for Vesely. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Musa passes to Garuba. Here's the 3. Traps in the tray.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And 1:01 left in the game. Here's Musa to the right side. Jack passes to Musa. Fires the three. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Jacks up a three. Fall with the rebound. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Assist goes to Jamezi Meti.
Here's Musa. The three. From deep three-point land. No good there. No good on the three. From deep three-point territory. Offline. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They set the screen. Jacks up a three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Here's Musa. Lets the three fly. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And they're on the break. Here's Smith. Nails it from beyond the arc.
It's amazing to me. I mean, this is what so many teams try to find now in transition. The open three.
Pass to Musa. There's the three. Nails it from three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Larkin. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
To the inside. Out to the right wing. Here's Musa. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 6.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Thompson passes to Poirier. Here's Larkin. Sinks that one from the post. Larkin's got 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Thompson with a screen. Larkin passes to Nora. Here's Smits. Pass to Larkin. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Larkin's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Here's Garuba. 3-pointer. Nora grabs the board.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Here's the 3. Out to the right wing. The 3. And he can't get that one. Here's the break. Here's Musa. Drops in the 3. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Thompson scanning the floor. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
For 3. Garuba, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Larkin. Misses the layup. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Here's Musa. He's got 9. Pass to Garuba. 1:29 left in the first quarter. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Larkin. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Larkin's got 9.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
And it's tied up with that one. Pass to Nora. There's the triple. That shot, no good. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Deck. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Larkin. He's got 9. The 3 ball. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Here's Musa. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 11.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4 out of 5. Great start.
There's a screen. Here's Nora. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Garuba. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
They've got Johnson, and it's Bryant in at the 2-guard spot. And the basket by Willis.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value. See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
Johnson on the wing. Pass to Oturu. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Now here's Ibaka. Takes a 3. And Bryant pulls it down. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Sends it home from three-point land.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
To the middle. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And he buries his first look. Here's Hazonia. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
They set a pick. Pass to Willis. To the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Willis. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Inja. From downtown. And that one's good. Ibaka for 3. Ibaka's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
From deep. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
They set the screen. Pass to Johnson from outside the arc. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Johnson's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Willis. Gets the 3 ball to go. Willis has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Ibaka for 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's Bobois. To the left wing. Pass to Oturu. Here's Willis. He drops it from range. Willis has got 9 points now in the quarter.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Ibaka for 3. That one no good.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And there's the screen. Shot to stop the run, and he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Bobois. Pass to Willis. Here's Bobois. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Bobois got his second basket of the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's Bryant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Bryant's got 7 points.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. They lead by 13. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for...
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the visiting team. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the small forward position.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming on the floor for your home team, number 24.
Here's Garuba. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. He has 6.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Poirier, and he goes in for the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Nora. Here's Larkin. Pass to Smits. Here's Nora. And a miss there on the triple. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Deck. Counted from distance. Deck's got 9.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Nora. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Poke loose. In transition, here they come. Pass to Poirier. Misses from close range.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And a nice finish on the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Larkin. He's got 12. And Musa pulls it down. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Smits passes to Nora.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And the three-pointer goes. 14 points for him.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Down low. Poirier passes to Thompson.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Larkin.
2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here he goes to the middle. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Poirier's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Pass to Inja. 3rd quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Ibaka, good.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Thompson in the post. Here's Poirier. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Poirier's got 8 points in the quarter.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Yes, it's good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Nora, right wing. There's 57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game.
Almost converts despite the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
Shooting for the away team.
And that's good as he hits both shots. 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Inja. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around. Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
To the inside. Fast break, here we go. Finished off the break. Thompson's got 5.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Inja. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Here's Willis. There's the block. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Beaubois. Tries again. It's tipped. They've got Johnson. And it's Willis in at the 4.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 23.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa, covered by Bryant. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Beaubois from 13. They swipe it. To the left side wing. Here's Musa, covered by Bryant. Got it.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
There's a screen. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Pass to Musa. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. They get it back. Ibaka, the pass to Garuba. For 3. No good. Here's Willis. Johnson with it. And that goes out of bounds. Now keep possession.
Away team ball.
On Friday, then on Sunday.
You hear this all the time, but a road trip is a great chance for a team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry matters a lot in the NBA, and a trip like this can bring a team together.
And he drives in. Pass to Willis. Jacks up a three.
They're not shooting threes as well as they did in the first half.
Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest. Campazzo, the pass to Ibaka. Sure, from three-point range.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
And the basket by Oturu.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Musa, no good. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Johnson against Ibaka. Here's Willis. Fires in the triple.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Hazonia. That one's wide left. Here's Bobois. And Campazzo pulls it down. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Musa, good.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Here's Willis. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now Ibaka. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Hazonia. Here's Garuba. They set the pick. There's the three. Over to the wing. Here's Musa. Nails it from 3. 22 points for him.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Pass to Willis. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Going inside. Now Ibaka. The 3-ball. Here's Campazzo. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Bobois. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Puts up a deep 3. And that one's good. Ibaka for 3. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
Everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Smits in at the 4 slot.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. He's covered by Thompson. His three-pointers off the mark. Finished off the break. And so here's the home team. 4-point game. Pass to Parker. Now Satoransky. He's covered by Thompson. Takes the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Larkin, the pass to Morrow. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. He's covered by Thompson. Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And there it is for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Larkin, the pass to Poirier. And here's Thompson. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visitors. Poirier grabs the miss. Thompson up top to the left wing. Pass to Nora. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
Team foul.
Thompson against Satoransky. From the stripe, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Thompson outside. Here's Nora, covered by Parker. Deflects the pass. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. There's 1:59 left in the first quarter of the game. drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
The drive by Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
It's up a 3, and it's Smith with the rebound. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Takes it inside, and he makes good on the layup.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to Nora. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight, and the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Fall, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
They set the screen to the middle, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Bryant. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Bucket is good. He's got 15.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Willis. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Up 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
They've got Anderson. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Vesely in at the center position. They've got Willis, also Johnson out there. And it's Beaubois in at the 1 spot. Hernan Gomez against Bryant. Hernan Gomez down low. Here's Vesely, and Vesely slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Hits it from three-point range.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
Beaubois, that's good.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Away team foul. Beaubois. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Beaubois. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And And it's Willis finishing it off.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Bobois. Here's Vesely. Bryant with the rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
The three from Bobois. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Anderson outside. Pass to Vesely. Here's Laprovitola, defended by Bryant. The three. Laprovitola, no good. Laprovitola's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Bryant gets a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Bryant's got his second bucket tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Laprovitola. He has 6. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Bobois. The shot's good from Laprovitola.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Bryant. Johnson surveying the floor. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Bobois. A nice shot by Vesely. Vesely's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Sinks the triple.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Bobois. Defended by Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Fades away. A nice shot by Vesely. Vesely's got 6. A tight game here in Cleveland. Bobois outside. For the 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Launches it. And it's Bryant with the rebound. Outside Willis. Back to Bryant. Outside Willis. Out to Bobois. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is true.
And guys, let's see now about that closely contested first half for the visiting team. And that is it for halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Parker out there with Medu, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard. Let's go. And it's Smith with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
They've got Thompson, and it's Nora in at the small forward.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And he knocks down the first one. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Thompson in the corner. Stolen by Satoransky. They push it up 4 on 3. There's Parker with the 3. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Out to the right wing. Good on the three-point shot. 18 points for him.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
He's covered by Thompson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. There's a screen. Shoots a fader. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 21.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Larkin, the pass to Smits. Here's Poirier. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
He lobs it up on Sunday, then on Thursday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
For the tie, Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Smits offline with his 3. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Lays it up off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got 6. Larkin's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Pass to Nora. And Thompson kicks to Larkin. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Larkin, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Satoransky, bounce pass. Cuts off the pass. And they're on the break. Fires the 3. Mora can't get it to go. Mora has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Parker. For the tie. Thompson with the rebound. And here we go. Here's Larkin with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Larkin's got 9 points now in just the second half. Larkin's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Got a piece of it. Got a piece of it. Here's Smits. 7 points in the game. Hits the 3-point bomb. Smits has got 10 points.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
From past the arc, drills the 3-pointer. He has 29.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Larkin kicks to Thompson. Over to the wing. Here's Poirier. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. They're up by 7. And coming up as soon as... And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Satoransky, falls out there with Parker, and it's Vesely in at the 4. And taken away by Johnson. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Defended by Bryant. And that one, good.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Satoransky against Beaubois. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's good off the back rim and in.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Defended by Bryant. Lets the 3 fly. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 from Beaubois connects from 3-point range.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
Beaubois has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Pass to Satoransky. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Satoransky's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Bryant. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Parker with the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Oturu, good, and the assist goes to Bryant.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Sinks the 3-pointer. He's got 36.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
That shot wide open. And that's now 6 points for Johnson.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Beaubois for 3. Fall with the rebound. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Parker against Johnson. Here's Vesely, and a slam dunk by Vesely.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario, really far. Point-blank range and also a size advantage. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The free throw drops for Bryant. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Laprovitola. Off target with his 3.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the 3-point line. Played him perfectly.
Parker with the steal. Here's Leprovitola. He's covered by Willis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Anderson, he's checked in for Parker. Count that one.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Leprovitola's gone 4 for 9 from the field. Bryant the pass to Willis. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Vesely kicks to center and stolen by Bryant. Puts up a deep three. Setoransky grabs the miss. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bryant from way outside. Rebound by Vesely. Fires from way outside. Off target. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. The fader nails it from beyond the arc.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And so he makes both from the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Launches a three. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. The fadeaway. And Azonia pulls it down.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
He gets it in there.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Pass to Satoransky. Driving to the basket. Yep, that one's good. He's got 7. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Musa. Knocked loose. And they're pushing it up. Let's go with a 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Parker defending. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. And the shot goes down.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Here's Musa. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And down it goes. 2 points.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Puts it up. Here's Vesely. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
1:56 left in the first. Knocks it down from distance.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Pass to Musa. They set the pick. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Away team foul. Hazonia. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 1:26 left in the first quarter here. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. 17 points in the game.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
54 seconds left in the first. From deep. The shot comes out. Here's Hazonia. Parker defending. Pass to Deck. Here's Hazonia. Parker defending. 5 to shoot. Here's Musa. Lets it go. And Parker pulls it down.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. There's a screen. Pass to Musa. Here's Hazonia. And the 3 off target. Up in time. No good that time. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. They're up 7. And the second quarter... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard position.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. The 3 drills it from deep. Garuba's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And there's a pick with the drive. Here's Fall. Here's Hernan Gomez. Inja grabs the miss.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Ibaka for three. Drains the triple. Ibaka's got 6 in the quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Fall. No luck on that one. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Ibaka the pass to Inja. Ibaka with it. He's got 6. Connects from downtown.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Away team foul. Campazzo. First personal foul. First team foul.
Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Pass to Garuba. Shot on the wing. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Here's Fall. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 5 on the clock. Here's the pick. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Campazzo. No points yet. Here's Inja. Fires the 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Hernan Gomez gets the bucket.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
There's a screen from Garuba. Ibaka the pass to Garuba. Oh, it's stolen. There's a minute 17 left in the second quarter. Pass to Fall. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Ibaka's shot is off.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
3-pointer. Knocks down the long J. He's got 6.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
This one for 3. He buries it from 3.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Anderson covers. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 37 seconds left in the half. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4. 32 seconds left in the second. Here's Fall. Deck with a rebound. A 7-point spread. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Leading by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Well, I think for the home team, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to...
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the visiting team. And that is going to do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Musa. Takes the three. That shot missing. And here comes the break. Here's the three. It's not going to go for him. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. On Thursday, and then on Sunday, the first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. From behind the arc, sinks the tray. 12 points for him.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And that one's good. Fires from deep. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. Here's Parker. Hits the three-pointer.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Parker's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Out left to the wing. Pass to Azonia. And that one is hammered home.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Fades. Counted. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The three. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Vesely, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Pass to Musa. From the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
There's the triple. On target from range. 15 points in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
2 open that time. They didn't look easy.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
4-3. Can't get the putback. 1:09 left in the third quarter here. And Azonia pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Fade away. Not going to go that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Parker pulls it down.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
They get the rebound.
That is powerful.
Oh, yes! And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Vesely. 6 points for him.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Azonia. Here's Musa. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 12. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pass to Fall. Driving in. Injai grabs the miss. Injai's got 5 rebounds in the game. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point. Ibaka with a screen on Parker. Here's Garuba. Parker defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ibaka for 3. It doesn't go for him. And there's the turnover. Pasko's out of bounds.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Ibaka from downtown. Sends it home from three-point land.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Team foul. Campazzo. Second personal foul, first team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Off the mark there with a 3. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 33 points for him.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Pass to Deck. Screen by Deck. Ibaka for 3. And Parker pulls it down.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Satoransky. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Here's Musa. Will it go? Knocks down the triple.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Kicks it out to Parker. Misses off the left iron.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Pass to Ibaka. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Hezonja gets the bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Yeah, you think you gotta stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Fader on the way. Knocks it down from distance.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you gotta know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
To the paint. Here's Saturansky. And the shot goes in.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Pass to Ibaka. And here they come. Pulls up for three. Count it from distance.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throwdown.
Hezonja gets the bucket.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Ibaka with it. Now Saturansky defending. Pass to Hezonja. Wing shot on the way. Ibaka for three. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Ibaka's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Here's Fall. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Fall's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Down low. Another steal. Parker outside. Launches it. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Here's Deck. No good on the three. Now here's Parker. The D's right on him. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth. Puts up a deep three. No luck on that one. Here's Musa from deep. The long distance three is buried. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires away from way outside. It's off. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be...
And we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Yui, and it's Tavares in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Larkin, drains the three-pointer.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's Musa. Drops in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
A nice shot by Poirier.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Fires for three. A nice shot by Garuba.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And now just over a minute played here in the first.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Larkin. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Larkin's got his second basket of the night.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Here's Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the inside. Here's Smits. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Away team foul. Yui.
Good on both.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. You put big guys on the floor.
Garuba. Tavares. Great positioning on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Thompson outside. The tray. Rebound by Tavares.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Bangs home the trifecta. Yui's got 6 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Larkin looking it over. Shoots the three. Moron. That's good.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Garuba. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Poirier. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Musa. He's covered by Thompson. Garuba, the pass to Yui. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown.
Yui.
He's got 9.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Great open look there. There's a minute 34 left in the first. Here's Musa. Nothing on the board. Here's Yui. Out to the wing. Six on the shot clock. From outside the arc, a nice shot by Garuba.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Poirier. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Garuba from the arc.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Here's Garuba. He's got 6. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Garuba's got 8 points. Smits passes to Larkin. Launches a 3. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Musa. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Larkin. The 3 ball. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. They're up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
They've got Willis, also Johnson out there. And it's Bryant in at the shooting guard position. He's got his own, and it's Njai in at the power forward. Johnson is out there with Willis. And there's Bryant. And it's Oturu in at the center, filling out the middle.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And that one falls for Willis. And Willis drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Njai in at the 4 spot. Ibaka for 3. It's good from long range.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Bobois for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Inside and taken away by Johnson. And here's the fast break. He hits the back iron and sends the shot. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Ibaka for 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And Njai kicks to Ibaka. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Back to Bryant. Drives to the hoop. Oturu, the pass to Willis. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Njai dishes to Ibaka. Defended by Bryant. Pass to Hezonja. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. Bobois pulls it in. It's 2-on-1. The pull-up. And that's good for 2. Bobois got 8 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And that is a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game.
Ooh, I don't think he planned it too far in advance. That was one of those things, Greg, that just happens. Up top, Ibaka. He's covered by Bobois. Njai's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. To the paint. Out to Beaubois. Lock at 6. Takes a shot at the elbow. Beaubois can't get that one to fall.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Buries the long-range jumper. Beaubois got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Count it.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Ibaka's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Johnson the screen. Beaubois for 3. Beaubois can't get that one to fall.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Willis the pass to Johnson. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Johnson's got 5 points so far. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Drills it from outside.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Bryant. A second chance effort. Outside Willis. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Yep, it counts.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Here's Huey. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 12.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
And the first half is now in the books. They lead by 6. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
And it's time for...
Happy guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
If you look at his production at the point guard position, balancing scoring and playmaking, just like my man Kenny back in the day.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the visiting team.
I like that.
And that is our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Nora in at the small forward. Here's Larkin trying to get open as Thompson. Nice shot by Larkin.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Larkin's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. They've got Huey, and it's Musa in at the 2. Pass to Garuba. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Smits in at the 4-man position. Larkin, the pass to Poirier, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
They've got Huey, and it's Deck in at the small forward position.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the screen. Here's Larkin. No good with the triple. Here's Garuba. He's got 11. Here's Tavares. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Larkin's got 12 points on 4 3-pointers tonight, shooting 62% from outside on 7 attempts. Here's Nora. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Garuba. That 3 off the mark.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Larkin's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. That beautiful stroke active tonight. Musa passes to Tavares. Here's Huey. Got a piece of it. Here's Larkin. It's good. This game is all even. Larkin's got 10 points in the quarter.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Here's Tavares. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Larkin. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Musa. He's got 6. Lets it go with a 3. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Nora. Pass to Larkin. For the lead. Bangs home the trifecta. Larkin's got 24.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Musa passes to Huey. There's the triple. Cranes the 3-pointer.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And it's Smith's missing. Here's Huey. 15 points in the game. From deep. Thompson with the rebound. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Pass to Nora. Here's Larkin. 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Tavares. He's got 8. Garuba buries the long-range jumper. Garuba's got 6 in the quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Nice shot by Larkin.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Garuba beyond the arc. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Larkin. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Larkin's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
He got it up. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by 4. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Bryant. Willis is out there with Johnson, and it's Bobois in at point guard. Now, here's Willis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Campazzo, and it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Njai. He's covered by Willis. Njai's shot is off. Here's the three. Here's Oturu. Outside Willis. Johnson the screen. Pass to Bobois. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Willis to take the lead. The three-pointer is right on target. Willis has got 5 points now in the quarter. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Lasagna's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the basket by Oturu.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Bobois outside. To the middle. The kick out to Bryant. Pass to Oturu. Back to Bryant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Inside. It's stolen by Bobois. Pass to Willis. They set the pick. Tries it from the top of the key. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Bobois. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Campazzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Willis, no good. Harkins checked in for Bryant.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the drive.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
From deep, Bobois down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Musa. Hazonia on the wing. Offensive rebound. Here's Huey. Takes a 3. And Willis pulls it down. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Larkin. The rebound by Ibaka.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Back to Hazonia. It counts. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Garuba. It falls! 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bobois for 3. Count
it!
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Guys, what are their best options now?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And so they get the victory here at home.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5 spot. Back to Satoransky. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Larkin. Here's Smits. Pass to Poirier. They set a pick, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Nora grabs the board. There's the steal. Parker outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Larkin with the bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 5 points in the game.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So it's the home team now. Releases. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And there's the screen. Drills it from deep.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Takes the 3. And Parker pulls it down. The 3 is up. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. And here's the fast break. Here's Larkin. Cashes in the corner 3. Larkin's got 9. Larkin's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Pass to Metu to the wing, right side. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Beyond the arc. And no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Larkin. And he converts the layup.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Larkin's gone 4 of 5 from the floor. Just the 1 miss. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 11.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Smits can't get it to go. 1:44 left in the first. Pass to Metu. Stripped away. And here comes the break. Larkin passes to Thompson. Here's Larkin. Three-pointer. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
Pass to Parker. Tipped away. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. No good from outside. Here's Nora. Parker defending. Thompson passes to Larkin. From downtown. And Metu pulls it down. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's Larkin. And that's good from 17 feet. Harkin's got 16 points now.
Oh, fantastic start from the field for him. 6 for 8.
Hits the trifecta.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Basket's good. Harkin's got 21.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Off target from three-point range. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Leading by 6. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Really left him alone that time.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 6.
This quarter, they're doing some real damage from outside the arc, trying to stay within striking distance.
Here's Beaubois. Johnson on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. Counted. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Vesely. Covered by Bryant. Three-pointer, no good. And here's the fast break. Here's Willis. Off target from outside. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Yet to see a basket. Fires from deep. And that one is stuffed right through.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to Anderson. Covered by Bryant. From outside the arc. Connects from downtown.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's Beaubois to the inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Johnson for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Johnson's got 5.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
The steal. That one's good. This game is all even.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
They get it back. Second chance shot. Pass to Willis. Here's Oturu. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul.
On Sunday, and then Sunday, it's his first trip to the line.
Daniel Oturu.
And he makes a first. It's both from the stripe. 1:19 left to play in the first half. Here's Vesely. They set the pick. Covered by Johnson. Here's the 3. The rebound by Willis. Pass to Oturu. To the right side. Jacks up with 3. Knocks down the long J. Willis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
It's Anderson on the wing. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Beaubois. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Beaubois has gone 1 for 2 from deep. Covered by Bryant. The offensive rebound. The shot, no good. That'll do it for the first half. They're up by 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mind.
And we've got the playoff picture. And that's it for half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Thompson for 3. Doesn't go for him.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5 down low.
Full team foul. Jordan and Wara. First personal foul. First team foul.
The home team on D.
Come to me.
Fades and shoots. Poirier with the rebound.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because he got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the center position.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
Larkin, nice jump shot from the top of the key. Larkin's got 5 points now this quarter.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Takes a 3. Pass to Satoransky. Clock at 6. He got a piece of it. Thompson scanning the floor. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Satoransky outside. They set the screen. There's the triple. Ooh, basket interference. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's Interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, B.A.
Pass to Smits. Here's Larkin. Here's Smits. The three is up. Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's got 29 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
So it's the home team now. A 12-point game. For three. He's off on that one. Here's Metu, defended by Thompson. Back to Metu. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
Larkin no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Buries it from 3. 18 points for him. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
1:36 left in the third. Pass to Smits. Thompson outside.
They're not shooting the 3 ball as well as they did in the first half.
And again, unable to change momentum here. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
There's a screen. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Give him 23.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Here's Larkin. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Who poked away? We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Thompson passes to Larkin. It's hauled in by Fall.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Drains the triple. Larkin's got 35 in the game. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Johnson, and it's a Turu in at the center position. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And here's Bryant outside. Satoransky pulls it in. In transition, here they come. That shot's good by Parker.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Fall, and the bucket is good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Oturu. Here's Willis. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
The three ball. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
28 points for him.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
From 15 feet away, that one's good for 2.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Covered by Saturansky. And he banks in the layup.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The rebound by Willis.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of...
Oh! I can't believe he just did that!
Way up top.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Oturu. From deep, Johnson fires in the triple. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
With the fadeaway. Oturu with the rebound. Oturu's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Johnson, and that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Larkin, and it's rejected. Parker outside. Covered by Johnson. There's a screen by Metu. Back to Parker, looking to end the run. He buries it from 3.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
It's stolen. Stolen by Parker. To the middle. Here's Metu. Yes!
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Here's Larkin. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Oh, deflected. Here's Parker. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots. And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
There's the screen. Here's Vesely. Money!
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was in the balance right until...